Because there's a great blessing in a busted up nest. I did a study on eagles and eaglets, and if you disagree with me, fine. I got the mic. And I read this book called The Christian Eagle, and they did quite an analytic study on the eagle and the eaglet. And in that Deuteronomy 32, apparently Moses had seen how the eagles train their young, how they come up and they flutter around and expand their wings, and they show them a picture of what they want done. But in this gentleman's book, he said it really doesn't work that way. He spent a lifetime studying eagles. He said, first thing about an eagle is that the female picks her husband. And here's how she picks him. When he comes around just kind of calling, flirting around, wanting a date, she looks at him and according to his story, she picks up a twig or a big log or a stone, and she picks it up and she flies into the air. He takes off after her, and when she gets high enough for the first courtship test, she just dumps it. He dives, because eagles can go 200 miles an hour straight down. He dives down and catches the stick. And brings it, puts it on the ground. The chick that's trying to get a romance going, she says, not bad for a starter. And she picks up a larger log, a heavier rock. The writer said she has been known to pick up something that weighs as much as she does. And she'll ascend up to 5,000 feet. And he just chases after her. And when she gets ready for the next test, she just dumps it. She dumps it, down goes Flash. And he catches it. And I said, now what in the world's all that about? And then as he explained this tremendous story, he said, because what happens is, if they fall in love and have these little boobalas and these little bambinos, Mom and Dad are both involved with the training of the eaglets. Here's what happens. Mama comes and disturbs the nest, takes it apart and throws them over the cliff. Daddy's got to catch them. Oh, you ain't hearing me yet. You got a daddy that is watching when you get ready to fall over the cliff. And you got to have some courage tonight that you may be flapping and falling, but he will not drop you. He will not let you be destroyed just because he messes up your nest. Eagle mama starts destroying and disturbing the nest. They will never tap into their potential. Tell my people they are pregnant with promise. They are pregnant with potential. And I'm going to stir up a mess in their lives so that they open up and catch the wind. God's going to want an answer. What are you doing sitting in your nasty little nest with your wings folded? There's a whole bunch of us eaglets would like an example on how to move in the heavenlies, how to fly, how to ascend high. We are given a heavenly calling, not an earthly calling, a heavenly calling. We've got to have somebody show us how to catch the wind. Problem with our nests, they have the power to stop our worship. That's why we've got stacks of folks in our church at home that are dead as a hammer. Put their tithe in, throw a few bucks in, would never be immoral, dishonest. They just sit there. What are they doing? They're enjoying their nest. I'm telling you what I feel in my spirit. God is warning us tonight. Listen, if you do not get out of your nest, I'm fixing to come by your nest and I'm going to dismantle it and disrupt it and dislodge it, because you becoming what I want you to be is more important to me than your comfort. When you have a great sense of safety and security, it can rob you of praise and rejoicing. Why? Who needs God? Because the only time you're going to praise is when you have a spirit of humility. The only people that praise and worship are those that realize there's somebody bigger than them that could help them. That's why I wouldn't sit next to a non-worshiper and a praiser if they paid me. I know, and you can sit there all you want to. I would not sit next to some nincompoop that just sits there and critiques everybody. And no, not God's on the prowl. He's looking for them that will worship Him in spirit and in truth. God is on the prowl. He wants to find somebody that wants to be better than they are. And you can't be better than you are as long as you stay safe in your nest. I usually say on the plane, Brother Anthony, please buckle your seatbelts. We're about to experience a little turbulence till we get to cruising altitude. Don't let the turbulence, when your nest gets broke up, scare you out of your flight. You're destined for the heavens. You're destined for high places. You have a heavenly calling.